Yeah, good evening and welcome to Maiyegun's Diary. Tonight is going to be a bit of a shorter broadcast, so let's get started.
It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. He go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, yo. My people make we shout, yo. Maiyegun don't come, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, yo. Maiyegun don't come, yo. Maiyegun diary political, yo. Maiyegun don't come, yo. This one not the off in mind, Maiyegun don't come, yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, Maiyegun don't come, yo. Okay.
Alai sang kompasro nanjela solo ben to sa alfadana to so assista ben to ne sabot awahi sabot nanjela solo ben to sa wisa almighty kwane sabonde freedom chicha winichi a pledge. Apprend to Nigeria, my country, to say our father, to say our father, our class meeting, to the fine, to the day, sir. Amen.
Good evening and good morning. Depends on the time you're watching. I decided to quickly drop this tonight because of a few things, it's called matters arising, okay? So it may look like I'm going to look for a trouble tonight, but no, I've always sort of somehow looking for trouble. But I'm just going to say it the way it is because of a few things I picked up. I'm going to give you a catch-up on after yesterday's protest, which many people are now asking, what is next? What is going to happen next? But I picked something up today, and I think it was an interview granted by Aare Gani Adams. We've had people who said they have their own reservation about Oduduwa campaign, and I've told people that listen, leave all your what do you call it, all your doubts and all that about it. Let's flow with the let's flow with the campaign, the awareness, which is more important to me. But there is an interview granted by Aare from France. He's currently in France, according to himself, and he had these charts. One sec, let me see if I can get that up. No, I think it's not yet up. I'm going to try and put it up. One sec. So he granted an interview to BBC. BBC was asking him about the Oduduwa Republic as the Aare. Sorry if you don't understand Yoruba. I'm going to do my best to just give you a summary of what he said in this audio I'm about to play you. For those who are Yorubas, many people have actually listened to this audio. But to my friends who are yet to listen to this, I need you to listen attentively if you're a Yoruba man or a woman. There's so much embedded in this message, and I think you should listen. So, according to Aare, he said he is not aware that Yorubas were staging a protest for Oduduwa Republic yesterday. He said a lot of things about the Fulani herdsmen that they are currently sending away in Shaki area of your state. So, and many other things. So let's listen to this together. Then we'll take it on. It's going to be a bit of a stretch tonight, but I've got loads of clips to show you in this conversation tonight. So listen to this.
ọ̀rọ̀ tá a sọ sà bóyá kí a tún padà sórí ẹ̀ ó sọ wípé àwọn àgbààgbà Yorùbá kan ti gbowó ni wọ́n ṣe darapọ̀ mọ́ àwọn ṣẹ́yìn bá wọn gbowó àbẹ́ ẹ̀ bá wọn gbowó sà.
irú question ló ń bi mí yẹn mo sọ pé ẹgbẹ́ mi ló ṣe protest ní lóyìnbó ní ṣàgbàlagbà lóyìnbó ó lọ béèrè pé ta ló ní OPU tó wà ní Yorùbá One Voice níjọ́ tí wọ́n ti ń ṣe journalist jọ́ ló gbọ́ pé Gani Adams compromise rí tọ́wádìí mi jọ́ ló gbọ́ pé Gani Adams gbowó lọ́wọ́ ìjọba ó gbà gbọ̀dì fúnlẹ̀ Yorùbá rí nǹkan tó ń sọ yẹn kò lè help gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tó ti sọ torí àgbààgbà Yorùbá wọn máa hate ẹ̀ nǹkan tó ń try láti insinuate gan kò yé wa irú nǹkan tó ń sọ pé ó ní ààrẹ wa kó wá lead wa ó pè mí lórí aago ibi tó bá fẹ́ pè mí pé kí n wá join struggle pẹ̀lú position tí mo wà yìí wà wá bá mi lé wà wá ní ààrẹ o mo wá bá yín lé o tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ o mo fẹ́ kó wá lead wa mo bẹ̀ yín mo fẹ́ kẹ́ wá lead wa ní Ìbàdàn o lórí protest o àjọsọ tó bá yẹ pé ó ti tásìkò bá sọ fún ẹ tí ò bá tásìkò bá ní bàbáì ṣùgbọ́n orí social media ló ti ń pè mí inú nǹkan bóyá pè mí ó wá jẹ́ kí àwọn security wá center sí mi lórí wọ́n wá center sí mi lórí bíbá yìí pé èmi gan mò ń tì ẹ́ pé kó lọ sọ̀rọ̀ wá ó dẹ̀ tí wá sọ̀rọ̀ tán ó ti gbé agogo tẹ̀ pè mí tó bá tẹ̀lé wá sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ pé ààrẹ o ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ ṣe kínní o I need assistance o àwọn mẹ́mbà tí mo ní Ìbàdàn nínú ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ mi ó kéré jù wọ́n á wọ 500,000 tá a bá dín ìgbà tiẹ̀ jáde tí n bá ṣí àwọn ọmọ wa sẹ́yìn yẹn ó kéré jù lánàá wà á ní 10,000 but ó ti expose everybody ó ti create alarm débi pé àwọn security network gan wọ́n á monitor gbogbo àwọn tó yẹ kó jẹ́ key people bẹ́ẹ̀ kan náà ṣe máa ń ṣe o ó máa fi propaganda ó máa dẹ̀ jẹ́ kí Yorùbá máa suspect ẹ̀ pé àbí wọ́n lò ní fún struggle yìí àbí wọ́n lò ní torí àwọn òǹpẹ́ suspect yàn bàbá dẹ̀ tí wọ́n ti ń lo ẹni yẹn àṣàfùn so a gbọ́dọ̀ wà very careful torí bíjọba bá ṣe wọ́n á máa plant àwọn èèyàn sínú struggle wọ́n máa ń ṣe ẹ rò pé a máa sọ̀rọ̀ bí èèyàn gidi ó fẹ́ bọ́ọ̀gì yín ni o gbogbo àṣírí tó bá wà láàrin yín a mọ̀ àwa lọ sọ fún ìjọba tó bá ti pé òun ti destroy group yẹn tán àwa back out àwa give excuse bí ìjọba ṣe máa ń ṣe nìyẹn o but mi ò sọ pé òun ṣì rí bẹ́ẹ̀ o but tó bá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ jù nípa yẹn a máa wò pé àbí wọ́n ń lò ní fún wa ni bó ṣe rí yẹn. mo ní ṣe rántí pé àwọn hoodlums tó ń kidnap yẹn tó ń pa àwọn yẹn ṣe mọ̀ pé mi mo raise alarm yẹn ṣe rántí ẹ bá follow ẹ up èmi mo raise alarm yẹn èmi mo dẹ̀ mobilize àwọn OPC vigilante pẹ̀lú àwọn ọlọ́pàá fún clearance tó ń fi wọnú igbó yẹn tó ń fi arrest àwọn tó ń arrest wọ́n dẹ̀ rí AK-47 mẹ́rin gbà lọ́wọ́ wọn àti pump action mẹ́wàá wọ́n dẹ̀ hand over fún area commander bẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n flush wọn àwọn tó ń arrest àwọn tó ń lé padà sí Niger State ní gbóǹbẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n lé wọn dànù after táwọn boys yẹn tó ti ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn pẹ̀lú àwọn ọlọ́dẹ ìlú náà combination wọn ni tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn tán ní òru Saturday mọ́jú Sunday ní ọmọ wa wọ́n dè kó wá lọ síbẹ̀ níjọ́ Wednesday ní ìrọ̀lẹ́ pẹ̀lú kámẹ́rà ó bẹ̀ sí lọ ń sọ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ yẹn náà part of it náà ni láti build the morale and confidence ni but tó bá ti ń di wípé ó ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ struggle pẹ̀lú wa ní tó ti lọ ń kọlu àwọn Yorùbá leaders wọn yẹn àwọn ló máa wúlò fún kọ́ọ̀sì tó bá yá ẹlòmíì lè má lérò lẹ́yìn inú wọn ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n ní voice wọ́n dẹ̀ ní contact so mo fẹ́ fi àsìkò yà peace pé kó má insult any Yorùbá leader kó o má ṣe tiẹ̀ lọ àìmọye nǹkan tí mo ṣe lábẹ́lẹ̀ tí mi tẹ̀ pariwo mi tẹ̀ insult anybody àti láwọn Yorùbá leaders mi tán náà ò support self determination ò ní láti bú wọn ò ní láti sọ̀rọ̀ sí wọn torí ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ Yorùbá gbọgbọ́n ṣé ọba ló fẹ́ lọ bú ni ẹni tó bá bú ọba á lù sympathy so ó gbọ́dọ̀ wà very careful èyí ṣe pé kó wá torí pé tó bá ti di kámẹ́rà tó bá fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ kó má jùkúrú àwọn èèyàn anyhow onídàá àwọn èèyàn tó wà lé òkè òkun ṣe ń gbà ẹgbọ́ tó bá yá tó bá rí pé ó wà constructive ẹni tó fi pàdé ogun náà máa fi pàdé ogun so kó wà careful torí ọmọ wa ni òun ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ struggle ni business normal ni ó máa lọ ra mọ́tò máa ń tuta ni ó ṣe wọlé ni ó bá dé náà bá dẹ̀ wọ́ ibì kan ó gbọ́dọ̀ gba training wọ́n train ẹ̀gbọ́n ṣe máa ń rudiment jàǹgbara ìgbà míì wà ó tẹ̀ ní sọ̀rọ̀ rárá wà operate tó bá tásìkò kó o sọ̀rọ̀ wà wà constructive wà dẹ̀ ní point tó bá tásìkò propaganda olórí kọ́ ló máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ ju propaganda spokesman ló máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ tó bá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ tó lórí bá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ jù ọ̀rẹ́ ò ní wait.
Anyway, the bottom line is that Aare Ona Kakanfo is distancing himself from the Oduduwa Republic campaign of yesterday, and they said, well, it wasn't aware. However, I had this group who sort of outlined what the Yorubas want, how we want Oduduwa Republic and why. So I'm going to play them for you.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, our comrade in Yoruba One Voice Coalition, citizen of Oduduwa Republic, we wish to formally present to you our overarching quest for an exit from Nigeria and the basis for agitation for Oduduwa Nation. As you are aware, President Goodluck Jonathan, on the 17th of March 2014 in Abuja, Nigeria, inaugurated the national conference with the hope of bringing solution to some of the problems that emerged as a result of 1914 amalgamation. However, because of the neglect and inaction regarding the submission of the national conference, the problem of national security, human rights, administrative equity, justice remain unresolved and continue to persist in violation of international law instruments. Based on the above, Yoruba One Voice, a coalition of Yoruba organizations in all 7 continents of the world, comprising of Yoruba from all walks of life, demand an exit from Nigeria for the following reason. Amalgamation Treaty. Moving forward from Amalgamation Treaty, which was hastily put together to serve the need of colonialists as opposed to the need and aspiration of the local people of Western Africa, which formally became recognized as Nigeria, and onto the 1999 Constitution of Nigeria, a byproduct of the said treaty. The abuse of power, imbalance in employment, political inequality, disregard for social institutions and structures, desecration of the civil service, and much more has continued unabated. The burden imposed by the unjustified and ignoble quota system policy, which has become the hallmark of abuse and domination, runs contrary to the spirit of equality and justice, and inhibits individual from attaining his God-given talent. The Yoruba nation is founded upon the tenets of learning and intellectual development, which continuously suffer constraint because of the said quota system. Economic growth is stunted in Yoruba land because of the policies that are incongruent and does not take account of the unique capabilities of Yoruba competency as was manifested in the economic and social management of the old Western regional government. The economic power and control over indigenous resources have been centralized, have in effect destroyed good sources of revenue for trade and tourism, which has continued to cause high unemployment rates and redundancies in Yoruba state. We, the Yoruba people, continue to experience gross violation of human rights in contravention of both 1999 Constitution amended and international human rights legal provisions, of which Nigeria is a signatory. The continuous criminal incursion and encroachment of our farmlands and village by terrorist cattle herders have remained unabated, with no prosecution of the unscrupulous and criminal element. Terrorism. For more than a decade, Nigeria's sovereignty has continuously been under armed attack by Boko Haram terrorist organization, classified by the Global Terrorism Index as the 3rd highest ranking terrorist organization in the world. As such, the terrorism issue in Nigeria has gone beyond the capacity and capability of Nigerian government, which has obviously and apparently negotiated support for the terrorist organization through obnoxious legislation and policies. The consequence of such policies remain the stronger regrouping of the terrorist organization in search of monetary compensation and rehabilitation from the government. This situation is further exacerbated by a prevalent cultural practices of male child neglect, characteristics of certain sections of the country, which spot of beggars on our streets in urban area in Yoruba streets. Yoruba people's demand. The 1999 Constitution, like many before it, has undergone many amendments over the years, with the hope that no state will be in position to dominate or control the central government and vice versa. Unfortunately, this amendment has fallen short of target and failed to address the highlighted problem faced by Yoruba state due to many factors. In particular, the composition of Nigeria National Assembly that is skewed towards a particular group in northern part of Nigeria, resulting in a decision by majority that is unrepresentative of the wishes, values, goals of the diverse people and nations in Nigeria. Our language, culture, history are no longer being taught to our children, while our resources are siphoned to promote the whims of domineering hegemony. We, the Yoruba people, have seen and experienced good administration and governance in comparative economies and nation, which will bring the same to bear to the Yoruba nation for the progress and development of generations to come. Following this, therefore, we demand the following. Peaceful decoupling of Yoruba territory from Nigeria. We, the Yoruba people, demand for decoupling of Yoruba territory. We are calling for referendum regarding our stated objective. Conclusively, it is the interest of Yoruba nation to exit current political format, in its place a Yoruba nation that will live peacefully with our neighbors in accordance with relevant international laws. We, the Yoruba people, thank you for taking out the time to attend this press briefing. Sort of beggar.
So that is more detailed for everyone who is asking, what are the demands of Oduduwa Republic campaigners? That's the most I could gather that really listed what Yorubas want and why Yoruba wants Oduduwa Republic. But we have too many groups, same struggle, different agendas, just like this fake pastor Bakare. Another one, Bakare, Pastor Bakare, Alaji Bakare, fake pastor, like a Pastor Ruga, fake pastor Shibade, Ikene Shatabandu. You remember when this guy protested in 2012 called their Save Nigeria group? People are now asking the pastor, has Nigeria been saved? The fuel subsidy you campaigned for against in 2012, your friends are in government now. They've done worse. What's your say? Instead of your fake pastor to come out, probably like, filming, blazing, Baba just de shalaye. Listen to him when they ask him.
I am not an activist. Neither am I a social commentator. Those who are asking me to march again, who is holding their legs? God gave me a revelation on the 23rd of December 2009 and repeated the same thing more or less on 2nd of January 2010. And I called a few men into my house, relayed the vision that I had seen, and told them to bring civil society organization leaders to Sheraton on the 7th of January. We paid for Pili Pili restaurant. They gave us the banquet hall. I relayed the vision and the dreams that I saw to them. And I said, we must not let me just hint it so that people know we are not rabble-rousers. We are not running a hopeless race. I didn't say I'm going to march throughout my life and be marching the streets. I did what I did because God instructed me to do so. And if He has not instructed me, then I become a professional agitator. In the first dream, I was coming to Nigeria for Christmas. I had a dream. I saw conjoined twins. The left and the right side of the heads were joined together. They both wore baseball cap. On the other side of their hair that was unusually long. And they spoke at the same time. Don't separate us. You separate us, we die. As a pastor, I came back to the church. I said, let's start praying for pregnant women so that they will not have abnormal children. End of story. 2nd January, during New Year gathering. We were fasting and praying, seeking the face of the Lord. Then I saw two young girls. If the young men were teenagers, this would be like age 8 and 10. The younger ones, no, the older ones suffered renal failure. And the younger one said, I will not let my sister die. I will give my kidney. And they rolled both of them into the theater. I could see it just like yesterday. I didn't see them return, but the surgeon came with blood-stained gloves being removed. And he said, the surgery is successful. As I came out of that vision, the Lord said to me, the north and south of Nigeria, don't separate them. If you separate them, both will die. God has a reason for putting this together. It was that vision that I narrated at Sheraton that led to Save Nigeria Group. And we marched the streets of Abuja, we marched the streets for Jonathan that I'd never met. I'd never met President Jonathan. It wasn't sponsored by any politician. And God rescued our nation from the hijackers who had hijacked power at that time. A doctrine of necessity came. Eventually, the Goodluck Jonathan became acting president, and when Yar'Adua passed on the 5th of May, that same year, 2010, he became the full president. Disaster was averted. And it was after that President Jonathan invited Save Nigeria Group. Majority of those who marched with me, I met for the first time. It was at Sheraton that I saw Femi Falana for the first time in my life. Professor Wole Soyinka that joined hands with us on that field that day, came to the field that day. I met him for the first time that day that we joined hands together. Majority of those marching the streets in Abuja were Christians. From Family Worship Center, from Jos, all our network pastors brought their people. The equipments on the field that day was from a church. And now they are saying, oh, you went to Ojota to campaign against subsidy. I did not campaign against subsidy. I campaigned against oppression of the poor. Don't kill Nigerians, kill corruption. Because we knew that the subsidy being paid was going to private pockets. Nothing was being subsidized for the benefit of the poor. And the president climbed down after we did the Ojota campaign, and we became friends again. Is there anywhere it is written in the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria, or in the Bible, or in the Quran, that whenever there is crisis in Nigeria, it's Bakare alone that must march? My job is not to be voice to the voiceless. Our job is to restore voice to the voiceless. And guess what? Are people that will...
So, you know, Niger pastor, they have a way of twisting it. They will make it look like Baba is now asking. He said that God told him to save Nigeria, so that Yar'Adua Kaba, they will not be able to divide Nigeria, the northern Nigeria and southern Nigeria. So Baba saved northern Nigeria and southern Nigeria in 2012, and he said he's not the one to give voice to the voiceless. What's that? Now LGBT or fraud. You see, when people want to run away from the monster they have created, the Boko Haram, who is now a jihadist terrorist in chief, yeah, everybody is trying to be careful. However, we went on the street to go and check how people were celebrating the 1st of October yesterday. This particular one really was interesting, among others. Let's take this. That's a terrible road in the eastern part of Nigeria. 60 years of independence, and the guy just dressed up in Nigerian green, and they was holding the white, green flag, flying the Nigeria flag through the mud and all of that. That is the 60 years of independence. So guys showed up also in New York yesterday, the Take It Backers. This is their own message to everyone. That's our brothers from New York, Nigerian embassy, well, Nigeria consulate, so to say, in New York. Yesterday was that as well. That's not all, right? Guys, there were Oduduwans and the Biafrans in South Africa. I finally found a video. This is how they send their own message for the liberation and suppression of Nigeria.
Yes, today being 1st of October, as you can see here, I'm Mazi Nnamdi reporting live and direct here in Pretoria. We are here in collaboration with the Biafrans and the Oduduwans. We are here today to let the world know that we are not part of Nigeria and we can never be. We can never be that part of contraption created by the British. That's why we are here today. We are doing this for those of you back home. All we are asking you to remain resolute. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Stand up.
That's South Africa, where Oduduwans and the Biafrans collaborated, as well to send out their own message back home that it's not going to be business as usual, and then people are going to rise up. But there's been some mix-up here in a way that even though people are very much optimistic about a change that will bring about an end to this madness going on in Nigeria, the system that has kept everyone so strapped to this failed country, so to say. So, what it seems that internally, there's a lot that people are actually keeping away from public. Imagine the Aare Gani Adams of Yoruba land saying that 18 led by a campaign which Sunday was part of was never sanctioned by him. Like, it wasn't even given the regard, it wasn't even respected to do, in any way, I don't know. So that means that something is wrong within. And for those who are a little bit skeptical about the Oduduwa Republic campaign, they are going to, more or less like a kind of body. Someone like me, I'm like, guys, what's going on? I thought the homework is done. People like us abroad are proud that people are rising up and, in fact, coordinating. And we've seen a lot. There's a video, I think this is from Ijebu Day, where people gathered to celebrate the Oduduwa Republic Protest yesterday. Let me see if I have it. No, that's not the one I want to have. I'm going to go to Chapote. That's not the one. That's not the one. Sorry, it's so loud and all that. But however, that's from Ijebu and it's for the Oduduwa Republic yesterday. A protest from there. So I'm going to take you quickly to Abuja, where Yele Sowore, Aisha Yusufu, and others, in fact, led the protest yesterday. And the Nigerian policemen who came, in fact, so shocking, right? They came to brutalize them, attack them. They ended up having to join. Like, a lady was even crying. A lady police woman was crying when Aisha Yusufu was talking to her, asking her, what would this be for you? But let's go to Lagos first, where the Take It Backers really took it back in Lagos yesterday. They had a massive turnout, enough to tell you that their rank is building up. But let's quickly go to Lagos first. Then we'll go to Abuja after that. Yeah, that's Lagos. So they actually made a show, and that was Agbaja. That's Agbaja lingo there, right? People are going to get a little bit used to policemen trying to beat you up because you're asking the government to do the right thing or locking you up. Eventually, people now know that the police station, no matter how mad your policemen are in Nigeria, they cannot. All right, no matter how mad they cannot keep more than 100 people in their cell, in their police station. Once you begin to get to 500, 1,000 people, they will not be able to house all of you in their cell. That is where the problem will then get out of hand. But let's go to Abuja, where Yele Sowore, Aisha Yusufu were talking and speaking to at the U.S. Embassy in Abuja yesterday. And the Nigerian police, look at the action. Oh, one sec. You see the action now. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our rights. You sleeping? No! Are you afraid? No! Are you afraid? No! We have nothing to fear. We have nothing to be worried about. Hey, everybody sit down. I stand in front of you today to say don't be afraid. Absolutely. Right now, as it is usual, we are being surrounded by our brothers in the armed forces.
As the commander-in-chief, the president has failed. How many police were killed by terrorists in Borno?
Go to Unity Fountain and go and see for yourself what they have turned our country to. What we are witnessing in this country is a complete shrinking of the civic space.
Interesting. That's Abuja yesterday. It's like the highlights where the policemen, did you see the action? This is how they jumped down from their vehicles because they want to do it. Yeah, they want to beat everybody up. When they got there, they just got talked down. Like, they just got calmed down. Like, what's wrong with you guys? Terrorists are killing you, killing your mates, killing you like you're absolutely nothing. The government gives no damn about you. Right before your eyes, the same government is releasing terrorists, compensating them while you die and die for nothing. Your children are unable to go to school. You're unable to pay their fees. Look at your life. You are fighting for who? For your children? A lady police officer started crying at the scene yesterday. Quite, really touchy from the report we got. So that was in Abuja yesterday. And the Sowore did so well. The CORe, Coalition for Revolution team in Nigeria, you guys did so well, and I have to give it to you. And same thing goes to the our Biafran brethren too. The sit-at-home was so successful, I have to admit. Honestly, they said, oh, it was a public holiday. That's why it was like that. Well, you won't understand. Ask those who know. There are places that even if you have, a public holiday, they will still have to open their shop and run their businesses. But when the order came, they honored it. I think this is another one from our Oduduwa brother, the Oduduwans in Japan, I believe. Well, let's take a look.
Our children, our families are no longer safe in the hands of the Nigerian security system. Too much killing, too much fraud. We cannot stand it again. We want Oduduwa Nation. We want Oduduwa Nation. We are at this junction saying it loud and clear to you, the ambassadors of Nigeria here, and to the United Nations.
Yeah, it's a short clip. Okay, that's them there. I've got another one, and I think this is the one where they submitted. I think this one is in South Africa, I believe. The Oduduwans submitting. Let's see. Yeah, they are submitting their own letter that Oduduwa Republicans in this country, they want to be acknowledged and they want to be out of Nigeria. Watch this.
Thank you very much.
tó bá sẹ́yìn ló wà wọn rẹ́kọ́ọ̀dù tó gbà lọ́wọ́ wa ìbá ti fídíò ẹ̀. Well done, sir. You did great, sir. Thank you.
I think that was in South Africa, Pretoria in South Africa. They submitted a letter to the, to the government of South Africa that indeed Oduduwa Republic is now here. So I want to quickly pick on this message of Aisha before we go. I think it is.
All of the security agents will enjoy it. Madam will not need to send her child to a low-grade school. Her child will get the best of education.
Aisha Nakes. Aisha actually traveled back to Nigeria just 2 days ago to be part of that protest. She is a lion, or lioness. Should we call her a lioness, right? She is full of this fire. I'm going to try and bring her onto Maiyegun's diary one of these days and have a wee chat with her. She has it in her, and she actually went back yesterday to do this. The last clip I'm going to show you is from the revolution now in this area. Listen.
I want to tell you something very important. Pains Nigerians are passing through, poverty at higher rate, insecurity at higher rate, trouble everywhere, leadership from top to bottom. Our members are neglected. People are dying. Go to hospital now. People are dying on a daily basis. They don't have money to pay their medical bills. People are being molested everywhere, insecurity all over. If you go to Maiduguri, if you go to Yobe, if you go to Katsina, come to Taraba, everywhere people are killing. The aim and objective of the Nigerian government and the military is to defend lives and property. We are not defended, we are not protected. I want you to know that we are not happy with the rate of escalation of things in the market. fuel scarcity, light bill, water bill. People are dying on daily basis, and the government is not talking about it. We feel it is painful that we should. The government to revise every bill again, electricity bill, water bill, poverty alleviation, empower youth all over this country. You to take over the leadership. We are not considered. They say children leaders of tomorrow. Where are we? There is 60 years. Where are we?
Okay.
Thank you.
This is the country. This is the country that has emerged global capital of poverty.
Today we are doing independence and you are protesting.
There is nothing like freedom. We are in a cocoon. People are being killed on a daily basis. Genocide is in the increase. The military are not doing anything about it.
As you can see, they don't want us, they don't want anybody to hear that. As you can see, all right, the authority are against us. That means they are using authority to threaten us. We don't have right anymore. As you can see, our gang leader, our group leader has been taken away. We have been forced to stop this protest. Okay? They are here for our own interest, but at the same time, they are against what we are doing. As you can see, they are using authority to stop us from expressing our grievances. Yes, sir.
The people of Adams, these are very negligent individuals who wanted to take advantage of a religious celebration to cause disturbance. And immediately we got in there, he ran away. My message is for the good people of Adamawa to be law-abiding as they have been. Only yesterday we had a security summit at the officers' mess.
Look at the Okonu. He's a commissioner of police, I believe. That's the Okonu commissioner from Adamawa. Yeah, that's the kind of people who actually are in charge of security in Nigeria, policemen. Did you see that on camera where they are being dragged away? They are going to go get tortured. Eventually, many people were arrested across the country. But one thing they did yesterday was that they sent a message. I can't wait for the next one. And I believe the next one is even going to be more massive. And gradually, people are going to build their own resolve. They're going to build their own courage. And they're going to challenge the system that has held them down. They're going to bring it down right before our eyes. And that is why, yeah, we have so many groups, same struggle, different agendas. But people like us who are just here for the violence, to ensure that those criminals who are taking advantage of you are never going to get away for it. I mean, get away from it for that long, right? I decided to give that recap. If you, Yoruba brothers and sisters watching me, let's be realistic here. Oduduwa Republic is paramount. It's actually the most we can get out of this whole madness and craziness, okay? No matter what they tell you, part of Nigeria is a complete disadvantage to the multitude of Yoruba people. I'm not talking about those ones who are like the opportunists who call themselves the political leaders or Yoruba leaders in this, who are like part of a Nigerian projects, okay? You as a Yoruba person, you are better off in your home country than being part of Nigeria. And the reason why that works is that you can decide how you are going to be governed. You've never known anything other than Nigeria, Abi? But let me be honest with you. When genuine people come together, genuinely, and tell you that you can have a country that works for you, you just need to be part of it. And if you don't, it's not going to be a miracle. It's not going to happen by any, any of this abracadabra. No. It's going to happen because you want it. And you should begin to ask yourself, right? Why not? If not, as a Yoruba person, Nigeria is not working. It's not going to work, no matter how much they try. If anyone tells you they're going to try and make it work without destroying the system that has, tied everybody down this way, trust me, they are just trying to take advantage of you. They too want to have a bite in the cherry, as they call it. Thank you so much for your time. So, guys, do you know you can become a member of Maiyegun General Political? There's a page. There's a link on the page. If you will see join, you will see playlist and other stuff. So if you see join on Maiyegun's Diary, it actually means you can subscribe and be a regular, receiver of all my content as members, right? You will have access to some of our, premium content that are going to be exclusively for you. They're not for public or for everyone else. You will see them first as members of Maiyegun's, subscribers of Maiyegun's Diary Political. YouTube is crazy. They actually had a lot tools that they put together for creators of this platform that will actually really improve what we actually put out there, I'll say. So yeah, you can be a member of Maiyegun's Diary Political, okay? You can subscribe to be a silver member, a gold member, a platinum member, a diamond member. All this list of membership are on there. I can see that Balogun is already a member. Another privilege of that is that now I will be writing you newsletters as members of Maiyegun's Diary Political. I will begin to send you my thoughts in writing, whereby you'll be receiving that regularly. Apart from having access to the behind the scene of cut and paste content I'm going to be putting out, some of them you've never really had before. So all these are the advantage of being a member of Maiyegun's Diary. There are more, and I will get to tell you more as we begin to develop them. There are so many perks that comes with that. Saidat Balogun, I've seen that whenever members, those who are members, whenever they drop comments on my broadcast, their comments are always well highlighted, especially. It's to show you that they are the real members of Maiyegun's Diary Political. All of you are members and subscribers of Maiyegun's Diary Political. But since we are taking it to the next level, remember, this may end up as a peer TV, whereby this content, as exclusive as they are, they can actually become more premium, that are well serving, serving. Thank you so much for that. I've seen Esther Oladoshu, who has also become a member of this Maiyegun's Diary Political. Thank you to two of you. I think those are the two members who have currently joined and were able to be part of the broadcast tonight. To all of you, every one of you, thank you so much for your time. I'm going to see you some other times as well. Have a good night.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Tí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.